खुशी हो रही है। आप सबको नया साल मुबारक।
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to greet our Guru, Professor Yashpal. When I say Professor Yashpal, I want to tell you, before starting from Delhi, I was reading a book. The name of the book, Random Curiosity. Every scientist, every student scientist, every one of you read this book, Random Curiosity by Professor Yashpal. And it's a beautiful book. He answers all the questions what you have in your mind. Whatever question you have got an answer in the random curiosity. So you must read. Then next is Dr. Lorji Singh. I'm very happy with the great university PhD. Is present another great mind. I would like to greet Dr. Lorji Singh, Dr. M.K. Siddiq, Dr. V.P. Singh, Professor G.S. Yadav, Dr. D.K. Pandey, Sri I.D. Ram, Dr. C.M. Nauchal, professors, faculty, and students of the BHU, and all the students, Science Congress students, children, National Science Congress students, for all of you, my greetings. Friends, I am indeed delighted to participate in the National Children's Science Congress here in Varanasi and interact with the students who are assembled here from many parts of the country. My greeting to all of you participating in the National Children's Science Congress. Friends, when I am in Varanasi, the great land where our sages walked and reached great thoughts to humanity, the Varanasi is famous for giving to the world the sage scientist. Can you think of sage scientist who was famous for surgery? In 1500 BC, pioneering the surgery, the sage and father of surgery, Shushruta. This land where you are assembled has created, that person, he has discovered, that is, Shushruta has discovered 300 surgical procedures. He is from Banaras. He is a Varanasi man. 120 surgical instruments he has discovered. Now I was telling my friend Lord Singh, there should be a research on this personality, this sage scientist, father of surgery, and we should definitely find out all his work what he has done. When we are all in PhU campus, we have to remember the historic event in establishing PhU by Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. The foundation stone for the Banaras University was laid on 4th 1916 by Lord Addis, then Viceroy and Governor of India, in the presence of dignitaries with Mahatma Gandhi and Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya. I would like to quote the great message the last portion of the foundation slab of PhU reads. I want to see that one. It says, the prime instrument of the divine will in this book was the Malviya Brahmana, Madana Mohana, lover of his motherland. Unto him the Lord gave the gift of speech and awakened India with his voice and induced the leaders and the rulers of the people into this end. What is the end? The end is the blossoming of great university, the BHU. For decades, nation has benefited from the great thinkers, scientists, technologies. My greeting to PhD students, faculty. Today I would like to share some thoughts with you young friends, all of you assembled here. And I want to become a scientist. I want to
become a scientist.
What the topic?
I want to.
How many of you want to become a scientist? Let us see, honestly see. Okay. No, you want to make a scientist. I want to tell you, I have read a poem, okay? You all have to recite that poem, okay? Name of the poem, okay? Name of the poem, Wings to Fly. What is the name of the poem?
Wings to fly.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
You take breakfast?
Yes, sir.
No?
Yes.
You are taken, okay. Then from your voice you'll find out, okay? I
I am
born with potential.
born with potential.
I
I am
born with goodness and trust.
goodness and trust.
I
I am
born with ideas and dreams.
born with ideas.
I
I am
born with creativity.
born with creativity.
I
I
born with greatness.
am born with greatness. I am
born with confidence.
born with confidence. I am
Born with wings.
born with wings.
So
I
am not
am not
meant for
meant for
crawling. Because I have wings.
I have
I
wings.
will fly.
I can
I will fly.
I will fly. I will fly.
How many want to fly? How many of you want to fly? All of you want to fly. Okay. Dear young friend, I have prepared a lecture for you today. With the subject, I would like to become a scientist. Later, I realized you all have students have done lot of work of project on energy, explore, harness and conserve. Have you?
Yes, sir.
Have you done?
Yes, sir.
How many of you done projects? How many of you done projects? On energy. Eh? Now I am going to tell you something. Hear me carefully, okay? I would like to be now. Before I talk the subject, I want to become a scientist. Since you have done energy, okay? I want to touch that subject for 5 minutes, okay? Okay? It goes like that. It concerns human society and energy. My recent experience, Charanga solar power. My suggestion for solar power panel houses, energy made of the youth. Energy made by youth. That is a human society energy. But traditionally the human society has seen through 4 levels of fuels. I will tell you first level. First fuel is wood, which became with the discovery of fire some 1 million years ago. Can you think of a second fuel? What is the second fuel? After wood, what came?
Coal.
Oil. Oil, particularly petroleum product, which is a new at the late 19th century, only about 100 years ago. Then the third fuel can think of?
Petrol. Coal.
No, third fuel? Nuclear, which is barely 50 years old. Now the fourth fuel.
Fire. Wood
What is the fourth fuel? What is the fourth fuel? Yeah, now the fourth fuel being termed as a green sources like solar and wind, which are becoming commercially viable and technologically feasible within the next few decades. Now friends, I am going to tell you what the fifth fuel. What is the fifth fuel? Anyone can guess? Can you guess?
Biofuel.
For student, can you guess fifth fuel? Eh?
Biofuel.
What?
Biofuel.
It is a software, it is not hardware. Okay. Now can you guess? Eh?
Mine.
Okay. The fifth fuel, which is not a hardware fuel in the conventional sense, is the energy efficiency. The energy efficiency, various reports suggest building energy efficiency perhaps the most economically feasible and convenient way to generate energy by actually saving. Nearly 20% of the fuel comes by energy efficiency. This is one of the latest trend now. Children, you must work on that. How many of you worked on this energy efficiency? How many of you worked? How many of you worked? Energy efficiency. Some of you worked very glad. Now friends, next. Now, I will be surprised to hear. Friends, earlier this month I visited Gujarat, where I went to the district Patan, witnessed the Charanga solar park. This solar park, which is a part of the state solar power vision, has capacity at one place 214 megawatt out of the total 700 megawatts of the clean solar power. The park has been established a model public-private partnership project with 17 different private partners. And when I interacted with the administrative manager of solar power store, the entire park was implemented the idea to plan national gas development. The decision to go for solar power, even though costly, was supported, subsidized, and it's working very well now. This is a message I want to give. In our country, there is a place, 700 megawatt solar power, one of the largest power available in this country. Now, my suggestion for solar power panel houses, just hear me carefully. Recently, I addressed the economist conference on perspective on India's energy future. There I made a suggestion for India's energy future to be a household level solar power panel, houses and steel plants. India has approximately 200 million houses. 200 million into 5 billion million, is it not? 205 people each house, 200 million houses, out of which 60 million houses do not have access to electricity today. My suggestion was necessity of national policy to provide green independent distributed generation solar panel houses to reach to a limit, which can be extended to another 140 million houses gradually. Also, the street lights can be provided as community-based solar panels, village, towns, and cities. So, friends, this also generates a large number of employment opportunities for the youth. Now, I would like to discuss some measures which can be taken for meeting the overall energy shortage of the nation. This is a challenge for young scientists, student scientists, children scientists. Student program can be launched to be a creative task. The student can be asked to map the energy consumption of each of the household, industry, hospital, and the hotel in particular area. They can also request their own parents and other members of the locality save electricity in their building to the extent possible by switching off the light, fan, air conditioner, and other electronic gadgets when they are not needed. This measure will not only save electricity, but also prevent accidents during the electrical short circuit. If this awareness for saving electricity comes to our youth, I am sure we will easily be able to save more than 10% of energy consumption. This will also give our youth an opportunity for participation in our national development mission, which they have been constantly asking during my various interactions. Will you friends, will you young friends who have assembled here from various parts of the country, participate in mapping of household energy consumption of your neighborhood and partner in the national development? Will you? Will yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh. Now let me come to the main topic of my discussion. I want to become a scientist. I want to? That's the topic. Next 15-20 minutes I will talk. Friends, one of the uniqueness of science, just now from Yarpar said, science has become part of our life. Now, one of the uniqueness of science, there is nothing impossible. Nothing in science. In science, there is
Nothing impossible.
nothing impossible. History has proven that those who dare to remember that this is every one of these mantra for you. History has proven that those who dare to imagine the impossible are the ones who break all human limitations. In every field of human endeavor, whether science, medicine, sports, the arts, or technology, the names of the people who imagine the impossible are engraved in our history. By breaking the limits of their imagination, they change the world. Question is, are you young fellow willing to change the world? Will you? Will you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Will you?
Yes, sir.
How many of you are willing using science to change the world? How many of you? Now, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. Human flight is nothing but creativity of human mind, and it undergoes several struggles to achieve excellence. In 1895, In 1895, a great well-known scientist, Lord Kelvin, his name I always remember with temperature, Lord Kelvin, who was the president of the Royal Society of London, said, anything heavier than air cannot fly and cannot be flown in 1895. Within a decade's time, Wright brothers proved man could fly, of course, at different, at certain cost and certain efforts, certain research. And on the successful completion of a moon mission 1969, Von Braun, very famous rocket designer who built Saturn V to launch the capsule with astronauts, made moonwalk in 1975, said, if I am authorized, I will remove the word impossible. If I am authorized, I will remove the word impossible. Now, next year. Now, friends, with all these things, now I am going to talk to you. I have interacted with state children's science conference. No, I am coming to the national science conference. Before that, I attended 3 state science conferences. Some of you would have been there. And there, before reaching Varanasi National Science Congress, I participated in the Uttar Pradesh State Science Congress at Banaras, Southern Regional Science Congress at Coimbatore, and Tamil and Mega Science Fair at Darbhanga, Bihar. These 3 I attended. This Sunday, I was interacting with the students of Mega Science Fair, Darbhanga, Bihar. One village boy asked me a question in Hindi, Kalam Sahib, I want to fly myself like a bird. How can I do it? You want, I will fly just now, you recited. Because of that reaction, the boy said, I want to fly myself like a bird, how I can do it? This question. But many decades, many centuries, people are, the question what the boy asked, people are struggling to find an answer. I told the boy, nothing is impossible. My teacher, Professor Sati Davar, has made a research on 100 types of birds and calculated the speed at which the various types of birds fly and the airless data drag and tip drastically. My professor concludes, the birds vary lightweight and their body shaped aerodynamically. However, the man's weight is very high. And he is aerodynamically badly designed. God has designed him badly aerodynamically. Only way he may need assisting device, small builds, with the high energy generated with enthusiasm, assisting device, man can fly one day. I told the young fellow of a village came from Darbhanga, you are a light fellow with minimum assisting device, one day you will fly, I told him. Now in Uttar Pradesh State Science Congress of Varanasi, one girl student asked me, Mr. Kalam, tell me in an understandable way, what is God's body? What is? God's body. How it is going to help us? That is second question very important. I answered the question which I would like to share. This question you may have in your mind. This study of Higgs boson. Friends, as a young scientist, you may have followed the recent development by 2 teams at the CERN laboratory in discovery of the God particle, Switzerland. A popular name for an elementary particle called Higgs boson, named after a great scientist, Higgs. Its existence is predicted by standard model to explain why other elementary particles have mass. Friends, the standard model of physics is a theory of concerning electromagnetic, weak and strong nuclear interaction which mediate the dynamics of the known subatomic particles. With this model, you have to explain many physical phenomena of particles did not explain the fundamental question, how does indefinitely dense universe become vast and spacious one? How it's filled with matter? In theory, as the early universe expanded, energy should have condensed into equal amounts of matter and antimatter, which should have then annihilated each other and contact everything pure energy. On paper, the universe should be empty, but we all know it's filled with billions of galaxies, stars, planets, mostly filled with dark matter and heat. The puzzle can perhaps be solved. One of the scientific team can establish the existence of a Higgs boson, which would be the mass-giving fundamental particle of the what they have found out, mass-giving fundamental particle of the universe. Already some progress being made in this direction in 2011. I am sure some of you, as scientists of tomorrow, will be finding such subatomic fundamental physics as a research area for your scientific pursuits, and will play a vital role discovering more about this unique area of particle physics. When I addressed Southern Regional Science Congress at Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu last month, both students started. He said, my teacher today told me the sun has got 8 planets, only Earth has got life and life supporting system for thousands of species. Tell me, Mr. Kalam, why not other 7 planets of our sun not habitated? I asked the student what his name, in which class he studied. He said, my name is Saravanan, studying 10 plus 2. My answer to student was, actually, this question will be answered in a beautiful way long ago by Isaac Newton himself. The discoverer of gravitational law. Newton said, the only miracle is the earth at unique distance gets required warmth and light from the sun. Let me answer further to your question, what is the environment of other planets? I said, this is because the closeness of the sun, the distance earth is, and also the type of warmth we get, that's the reason life will exist. I said, dear young friend, do you know that Jupiter, 3 times the size of the Earth, a powerful hurricane has been raging for the past 400 years. Hurricane. On Neptune, wind speed reached 3,200 kilometers per hour. That is over 10 times higher than strongest test mustered by Katrina or tsunami winds in India. On Mars, the dust storm continuously engulfs part of the planet. On Saturn to Titan, it rains liquid methane, and Venus is choked by thick, smoky blanket of sulfuric acid. Any species, is it possible such an event? Scientific debate going on, but fortunately none of this happened on our planet yet that we are seeing. Now, let me talk about what science can offer. Actually, Professor Yaswal said, science can offer many things. But according to me, what science can offer me? Here can say. Since I am with this student who are shortly going to decide what stream they should carve out for their career, I would like to share you one question. What is the uniqueness of being a scientist? What is the uniqueness of being a scientist? Friends, science gives you better eyes because science can remove the mental blindfolds, gives your brain a challenge to solve many scientific problems that are yet to be solved. When people in general talk in dimensions, just less than 1 millimeter or 200,000 kilometers of flight, the scientist will easily move from behavior of proton 10 to the minus of 15 meter to the size of the visible universe, approximately 10 to the power of 28 meter, particularly orders of magnitude. Most of the friends who are not in the field of science will slice the time perhaps maximum up to 1/100th of a second. You scientists will slice the time into the femtosecond, 10 to the power of minus 15 seconds, which may decide a fast 4,000